Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today I want to show you a quick invention I've just made. Now, firstly I want to say I don't think I'm the first person to ever do this. However, this is my own design and I'm pretty happy with it. It's very compact and it's very fast. I've just been playing survival Minecraft and I've just been using it and it's very cool, so I just wanted to share it. So if there's a dime a dozen of these, then by all means just click on, but I just thought this was worth sharing. So we've got some seeds and we fill these with bone meal, and all we have to do is stand here and right click, and as you can see we get wheat. So a little bit about this farm: it's very resource efficient. All you'll need to build the farm itself, as far as the redstone goes, is 3 dispensers, 1 sticky piston, 9 pieces of redstone, 1 redstone repeater, and then just a bucket of water and obviously the bones. All of the other blocks are purely for aesthetic reasons. Okay, so I've just grabbed everything out of that chest and we're going to start building. First thing you want to do is find out where you want to put your farm, and when you figured that out, you're going to break 2 blocks in the ground and put a sticky piston down. This is where our farmland is going to sit. So your farmland will sit 2 above this. So like I say, you make sure that it's recessed 2 in the ground. Obviously if you wanted to build 1 higher, then you'd build the sticky piston a little higher, but just make sure that you leave a space in between. Okay, next you want to place the first piece of redstone, which is going to go behind the piston. And by behind I mean where the piston is, 1 block behind it. And on top of that we're just going to place a block, and then into that block we're going to place our first repeater. So we can get rid of the repeater now because we don't need it. Next we're going to place our dispensers on top of these 3 blocks. First one being the block that we placed above the redstone, and the next all pointing in to each other. Next we're just going to place some temporary blocks. So we'll place one just on top of there where the farmland would be. Jump on top of it, place another block and get our observer. And then you just place the observer on top of that block and come back down. Then you can take out those 2 blocks. Once you've done this, I suggest building 2 blocks there, just so you can easily jump on top of the contraption. Makes it a little bit easier for building. And then we just want to fill in these corners next to the dispensers. If you don't know how to place onto a dispenser, you just hold shift and it allows you to click on the dispenser without going into its inventory. So now we've done that, all we need to do is place some redstone around on top of all of those blocks that we've just placed, including on top of the dispensers. Okay, so all we have to do now is place a block on top of the observer, remove this redstone dust in the middle from the middle dispenser and place a block in its place. Now place a redstone dust on top of that where it originally was on the block and trail it all the way up to on top of the observer. Once you've done that, you come across over to your redstone repeater, hold shift again, right click, and you will place on top of the repeater without changing its timings, and you trail all this down to the back end of this block. To explain this a little, once the observer gets activated, it triggers all of the dispensers. Whilst also triggering the dispensers, it sends its signal down here, which with 1 tick of redstone delay pulls the power out of this block, delays it by 1 tick, powers this particular block, which is this block, powering this redstone dust, and eventually powering the piston. Now we just need to find a place for our water. This can be anywhere up to 4 blocks away from this source, so I'm just going to put mine here, as it's convenient. And then we can place our dirt. We can tell the dirt, and then we can get ready to place a seed. As you can see, functionality already works. All we need to do to complete the farm is fill the farm with bone meal. Then we can simply stand here, hold right click, and the farm will create wheat. And that's it. It's complete. Obviously past this point you can spruce up the farm as much as you want. I've added a little bit of decorative blocks. You can build an enclosure for it, but the actual functionality works. Okay guys, and that's it. Other than sprucing the farm up yourselves, making it look how you want, making it fit in with your world and your theme, the farm works. All you do is you just stand there and right click. Obviously you have to manually load the dispensers with bone meal. You could have a system whereby you have hoppers feeding in from a master chest full of bone meal. I just wanted to keep this farm as simple as possible. Obviously you're more than welcome to take this design and build on top of it. In fact, I would recommend that you do so. It's always nice to see evolution of little designs like this. But without further ado, that's going to be it from me today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please leave a rating down below. If you have any feedback for me, please leave that in the comment section and I'll get back to you when I can do. But I'll see you next time, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.